Hey, welcome back. This is Shirley again, and I'm talking to you today about a topic of DID that's very near to my heart. Being an invisible person. Have you ever been an invisible person? Where you're in a room but nobody notices you, or you hide inside yourself so well that people just walk past. I've had that experience when I was a child, well, several times, but with this one opportunity, I was a child about 12 years old, and I went to visit my aunt's house, my grandmother's house, because my aunt and uncle and their 5 kids had come up from Florida to visit. I went in the door, and everybody greeted me like usual, and I decided, I'm going to sit down here and see if I can become invisible. If nobody notices me, then I'm become invisible. Now remember, I was 12. So I sat on the floor next to the television in the living room and waited. I made myself very calm and quiet, and people just walked past me. They didn't even notice I was there. In fact, when I announced myself again, people were like, "Oh, I didn't know you were here, Shirley Jean." I mean, it's kind of sad, really, you think about it, that a child of 12 years old would know how to become invisible. Of course, I really wasn't invisible, but it felt that way. And not being seen by therapists and doctors and other people, psychiatrists who treat us as invisible people, as unreal people, as though we were we are our diagnoses, and we are not people first. Um, it's very tragic and it's very upsetting. And I guess what made me think about this was I recently had an encounter with a doctor who treated me that way, as though I were invisible, as though my what I thought and felt was not important. And I hate that. I hate that with a passion. I know you've all experienced it too. Anybody with DID most likely has experienced this, where you become invisible, or maybe you just um, spent a lot of time, or spend a lot of time thinking about being invisible. Becoming invisible, being invisible to everyone around you. I guess it's kind of a natural thing when you've been abused as a child, especially, to want to be invisible. But it's not the way to live. I mean, I don't want to be invisible. I want people to see me for who I am, not to see me as a diagnosis, but to see me as for who I am. And my intellect, my knowledge, my experiences, I want them to see me for who I really am. And I know you do too. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about it being invisible today, because being invisible is not cool. Being noticed and being honored for who you are, that's cool. Okay, you guys have a good week, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.